Hello everyone, my name is Ryan Dewey. The public figure that I decided to do my project over is George Herman Ruth, better known as Babe Ruth. Today I will be talking to you about why Babe Ruth should be remembered and some of his life accomplishments. The reason I chose Babe Ruth is because I love sports, and Babe Ruth was a huge sports icon. Babe Ruth was very famous in the baseball world as well as the sports world. He held many records in his time. Babe Ruth was born in Baltimore, Maryland, on February 6, 1895. He had 8 siblings and was born into a poor family. During his early years, George was sent away to an industrial school which is run by Catholics. This industrial school for boys must have looked like a maximum security prison to a 7-year-old boy. This is saying that the place that he spent most of his childhood wasn't the best place for a child to be living. It's obvious that Babe Ruth had no normal childhood, though it was hard at first. He quickly got used to the strict ways of the school and began to find his talents. Growing up, he played for the industrial school's baseball team and was a star of the team. Apparently, he played every position and was great at every single one. Growing up, Babe Ruth was always called Nigger Lips due to his bigger lips, which people thought gave him an African look. At the age of 19, he was noticed by Jack Dunn and left the industrial school to go play professional baseball. Babe Ruth was known for baseball. His main position was a slugger, though he could play them all. Babe Ruth had many nicknames. At the beginning of his baseball career, he was called Baby. Shortly thereafter, Boston Red Sox teammates Smokey, Joe Wood, and Hall of Fame Tris Speaker dubbed him the Big Baboon. Sports writers would later knight him as the Sultan of the SWAT, the Colossus of the Colt, and Maharaja of the Mash. But to his fans, he was simply known as the Babe. Babe Ruth did it all. Ruth can hit, was his scouting report. Can he pitch? Dunn asked. Brother Gilbert held his breath. Sure. Brother Mathis said he can do anything. Babe Ruth was a legend, and he wasn't camera shy either. He was a 7-time World Series champion in 1915, 1916, 1918, 1923, 1927, 1928, and 1932, as well as a 2 times All-Star. In the year of 1923, he was an AL MVP. Babe Ruth was a highly known baseball player who created history with his career records for several different things. His records included home runs, which was 714, slugging, which was 690, runs batted, in which was 2,213, and bases on balls, which was 2,062. He wasn't afraid to go out and do his best under pressure. He led his teams to 7 World Series championships over his long and productive career. He's the true meaning of baseball and how we think of it today. Ruth did something spectacular a century ago, and still today he is what baseball represents. I think it's important that we remember famous athletes because it gives people hopes and dreams. Not only was he good at the game of baseball, he also grew up struggling. He didn't have the best childhood, which for kids who have it the same way he did, this may give them hope and the dream that they have becoming a professional athlete or with any other big dreams that they may have. The most important thing for anyone growing up wanting to achieve something is to have hope and a lot of passion for what it is you want to be doing, and that is what Babe Ruth had. When someone is good at something and leaves a mark in their time, they will probably be remembered by the future people who are going to want to follow in their footsteps. That is why professional athletes are remembered so well. Babe Ruth grew up with an unusual childhood. Though it was tough at times, it didn't stop him from working hard and chasing his dreams. He was an iconic legend, and he was what baseball stands for. Babe Ruth had a huge impact during his time and continues to leave an impact in today's world. He helped shape the face of baseball, and kids see him as a hero. Babe Ruth is a great example of hope and following your dreams.